Okay, alright, I can definitely fuck with this episode. This episode was pretty good. It was definitely one of the better episodes that we've got so far. Episode 4, thank God, I think is finally going to be the last time that we see any more naps from Boba, because my guy handled his business in this episode completely. He took his final nap in the healing tank, and we saw him handle all of his business, from getting revenge for the Tusken Raiders, meeting Fennec, to taking over the throne of Jabba the Hutt. We see all that stuff in this episode and more. This is a great episode, guys, but it does have its issues at the same time. I've noticed that this series, they spend a lot of money on special effects. Where Bubba gets his ship in this episode, looks awesome. The effects of the ship look great. When he's getting revenge for the Tusken Raiders, looks excellent. The blaster shots, everything looks really, really good. The sand dunes, the scenery, everything looks awesome. But the practical effects look like doo-doo. They look terrible. There's a scene where Fennec's getting some maintenance done, where Boba helps Fennec out when they first meet, and it looks like trash. You can see these shitty looking wires and terrible little gears that the doctor's working on. It just looks like shit. So it's interesting to see where they put their money this whole series, where the special effects look good for the most part, but the practical effects look like shit. I also noticed that Robert Rodriguez didn't direct this episode, and I'm sorry to say, but that seems to be a positive with this series, because every episode that Robert Rodriguez has directed, the action sequences have been shit. They've been totally awful, just shitty looking choreography, shitty looking effects, everything looks terrible. This episode wasn't directed by Robert Rodriguez, and it looked sick. Fennec is kicking a lot of ass. She's got some awesome choreography in this. We get a sick scene with Black Chrysanthemum. He kicks a lot of ass in this one. A really funny scene with him in the bar. It's a great scene. I love that scene with Black Chrysanthemum. And I called it. I said my boy Black Chrysanthemum was going to end up working for Boba. And that's exactly what we got. He's working for Boba now. And I love to see that. So we're going to get an awesome story with that, I bet. We're going to see some Black Chrysanthemum action coming up. Hopefully on par with what we got in this episode, because that was great. A great little action introduction from him. I love that. Overall, this episode was a great episode. We get a lot of story. We get a lot of action. This was probably one of the better episodes that we've got so far, but it still has its issues. I give this episode a creme de la out of a creme de la creme rating, or a silver award overall. It was a good episode. We got a lot of good things in this episode, but it still has its downfalls with the practical effects looking like shit. That seems to be a major theme with this series, and it was kind of boo-boo, to be honest with you. But for the most part, this was one of the better episodes we've got from the series so far. Let me know what you guys think of this episode. I'm really curious to know how you guys think this episode compares to the other episodes previous. So let me know in the comment section below. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more content and reviews, and I'll catch you guys on the next According to Ash. Stay gold.